Let's see if everything is online again. That's the thing, by doing everything yourself, you have to double check everything. It seems to be sending out here. It seems to be working there. Um, Back to the studio. Man, so much stuff at the same time. Oh, it doesn't even name them. Well, that is good to know, because then I have no clue what you guys are looking at. YouTube is not showing me anything yet, and let's see, we are back online again at the Twitch. Well, then we are going to continue yet again. Uh, Goblinoids are grown, not bred. So, how are they grown? Um, when goblin population, oh, easy part, learn to type, is low, or when goblins are in ongoing wars, which is almost always. Oh, let me turn that sensitivity a little lower. Okay, now you shouldn't be having to listen to me typing anymore. That's a relief. Uh, which is almost always. Um, oh, the goblinoids make. Well, how would we call this? Growth rooms. Uh, Birth chambers. I need a word for this. Um, a grow make a make growing facilities in which new goblinoids are born. Of the three subraces, goblins are the fastest to grow, since a fully grown goblin takes about a month to cultivate. Because of their form of reproduction, there are no children amongst the goblinoids. Instead, when a goblinoid is born or created, the oh man, I keep saying goblinoid a lot. The goblinoid is immediately armed and put to work, or not armed, outfitted. Now I don't know if there's a lot of difference with how the original goblins work, but I choose on purpose to not look at that. Because of their form of reproduction. Goblinoids are sexless. And don't have any genitals. All goblinoids are referred to as, well, what shall we do? A he or a she or a they. This is interesting. Goblinoids are referred to as he because of their mostly manly features, mostly masculine features. There we go. Let's see, and I want to have the part of the cultivation a little lower. Cultivation. Is it now? Yeah, okay. The 3 goblinoid subraces all have different cultivation times needed for their body to fully develop. Goblin, 1 month. Hobgoblin, 1 year. And bugbear, 1.5 years. Okay, so I have nothing still about them except this area. But now at least I have the base of how goblinoids work and what makes them different from all from other races. Growth rate can be ignored because that is basically explained. Biological cycle. Wait, we haven't said anything yet about how the growth rooms are made. Because of the form, there are no children amongst the goblinoids. Instead, when a goblinoid is born or created, the goblinoid is immediately outfitted and put to work. Because of their form of reproduction, goblinoids are sexless and don't have any genitals. All goblinoids are referred to as he because of their mostly masculine features. Make growth facilities. I want a little bit more details. So let's see in which new goblins are born. I want it to be as clear as possible. Oh, thanks, love. For the creation of a new growth facility. What's the word? For the growth of for the creation of a new growth facility, a goblinoid needs to sacrifice a limb, which then will be put in the ground. We'll put, which then will be buried in soil covered with blood of their victims. Yes. As long as goblinoids can deliver blood from enough sentient creatures, they can maintain the growth facility. For comparison, the blood of one fully grown human is enough to cultivate 5 goblins. This immediately gives the goblins a reason of being why they're being so vicious, and mm, totally explains why they are not, well, creatures to be bargained with, because you are worth to them dead more than alive. So just because of this little piece, we immediately have enough to, well, mm, to explain a lot about goblin nature. Okay. Oh, that is good to know. Well, so we now have fixed that and discovered by, oh, well, we don't have really a thing for that. We had a little backstory for them in the timeline. Mm, scientific classification. Okay, this is always interesting. Um, I don't know why, but I like making up scientific names. So I just open translate and Latin, and then we go blood grown, and there we go. Sentient. What was sapien again? Sapien. I think it was something about thinking. Oh, um, thinking. Cogitare. No. Okay. Blood grown. The sanguianos. That works. Sanguine. No. Sanguis anos. Hell yeah. The goblinoids. Mm. So, what are we going to do with this? Is it under protection? Absolutely not. Anatomy, morphology. Like, the thing is, if you make goblins, goblins are fucking goblins. Like, we know what they look like, but we still need to divert themselves a little bit because, well, we basically make them from scratch. Mm, growth rate can be ignored. Biological cycle can be ignored. Well, no. Do they have a biological cycle? They need to eat. They need to. Do they need to sleep? Do they need to sleep? Mm. The thing is that if you don't let them sleep or let them barely sleep because of their culture, it also explains why they don't get that old. Um, oh man, what is the next step that we want? Oh, you know what? We start with dietary needs. Um, all goblinoids are strictly uh, what was vegetarian, uh, uh, well, herbivore, omnivore, and carnivore. Yeah, no, are strictly carnivorous. Since they are unable to grow their, mm, since they are unable to regenerate wounds themselves, they require the flesh of other creatures to borrow their regenerative genes whenever they to borrow their regenerative genes whenever they are wounded. No, this is an extremely long sentence. So I'm just gonna boop, enter, boop. Hey. Also, goblin genes are unstable if they go without any form of meat consumption for over 2 days. Limbs will start to fall off, but what? Like, okay, they'll start to detach themselves from the body. Biological cycle. Starting from when I no, starting from when goblins are born, their their life is a constant state of survival. Mm. Yeah, this is difficult, but I at least get a little bit of an idea. Uh, let's see, is everything still stable here? Da, 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 da. Okay, we're back live at YouTube as well. That is good. So starting from when goblins are born, their life is a constant state of survival. Uh, their body starts to immediately degenerate. Yeah, that is a good thing. Mm. Starting from when goblins are born, their lives is in a constant state of survival as their bodies are continuously degenerating. No, continuously. Yeah. Because of this, a goblin, because of this, most goblins don't age past the age of 1. However, when taken proper care of, goblins can survive endlessly. So now I am really enjoying this because now we have a race that is absolutely vicious and with good reasoning. Oh, nice. So do we need anything about their looks? Uh, because we can make a look for them, even make it a little bit of different. Ecology growth rate we can ignore. Perception, sensory, extrasensory capabilities. Goblinoids are in a constant hunting state. And they do not require full lengths of sleep and instead take 10-minute naps every 2 hours. Most goblinoids don't have the luxury to, well, what's the word? Most goblins don't have the luxury to fear anything, and mostly just avoid creatures they know are stronger than them. This is even a great explanation for, like, if you're later in the setting that suddenly goblins are barely out there anymore. Ironically enough, I've never still really worked with goblins. Like, I did a lot of different races, a lot of different creatures. I used gnolls, kobolds I've used, but goblins never, ironically. Uh, most goblins don't have the luxury to fear, yeah, and mostly just avoid creatures they know are stronger than them. Instead, they prefer to hunt on the weak and roam around lands where they can find lots of wildlife. So we have that little part. Uh, what is next? Come on, just move. Extended biological average lifespan of 1 year, but is possibly endless. Average height. Well, now we get into an interesting part because now we can make our own little thing. Okay, so we have goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears. I still don't get how bugbears are humanoid. Why aren't they something bear related? Or a buggy bear, a bear with bug feet? That would be amazing. Just a bear with mandibles. Oh, that is a horrible sight. I think that even like somebody actually made that. I don't get distracted part. Isn't it? This is how it goes with me. Um. So, goblins are the shortest ones. Now I want to see what how high they are. Height goblins D&D. Uh, they are about from 91 centimeters to 1.106 centimeters. Yeah. And let's see, how are they here? Okay, so here we have the goblins. Hobgoblins are humanoid. Bugbear are the biggest, so they have this line here, which is pretty dramatic, if you ask me, for one race. But then also, yeah, okay. Are we going to add to that? I am going to add to that their sizes because I would like bugbears to actually be large. Um, no, 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 because ogres are large and yeah, okay, bugbears are medium. Let's see, where are we? Where are goblins? Let's see, we're going to make them a little smaller on average. Uh, 70 centimeters to 91 centimeters. Hobgoblins are the most average of all. 160 centimeter to 195 centimeter. Or here is the joke: since they are grown and they're basically all clones off of each other, uh, they always have the exact same size. Yes, uh, I'm going to add that since goblinoids are basically clones from one another. All goblinoids have the exact same height and weight. Well, yeah, when properly nourished. Yes. So goblins are just 91 centimeters. Hobgoblins are, you know what, 180 centimeters. And bugbears are 215 centimeters. They are the big boys. Yes. Average weight. Goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears I'm going to add something. I'm just typing something in my WhatsApp. Let's see. All right. Average weight. They don't have an average weight. They just have a weight, which is goblins. 91 centimeters. They have a tough build. For like you can see them basically as very muscular toddlers. Uh, well, yeah. So I would say 50 kilograms. Hobgoblins, 85 kilograms. And then bugbears, they are absolute beasts. And they'll be at, because of the muscular build, let's see, 175 kilograms. Yes, I use kilograms. Average physique, facial character. And do I need this stuff? Domestication. Yeah, that's not gonna do a thing. Social structure. The goblinoids purely work on survival of themselves. Although they know that proper that oh, why do I have a comma there? I always do commas. Although they know that they realize man, just typing. They realize that they need proper leadership for them to be able to survive. When left alone, goblins mostly will simply ravage, will simply start to ravage creatures that, well, small critters that are easy to kill to maintain themselves. When being led by a hobgoblin or bugbear, however, their destructive force can be cultivated to great horrors. If it wasn't for let's see, bugbears are unique since their body can survive in a state of non-movement, of a state of stasis, So when not needed, the bugbears are barely active at all. Hobgoblins. Oh, da, 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 da. Hobgoblins often take organizational. Woo, right at one go. Take organizational roles, ensuring the survival of their settlements. If somehow in a somehow a goblinoid village would ever be without, or if somehow a goblinoid village would ever be without hobgoblins, it is almost ensured to collapse. There we go. I haven't spoken anything about look, but we have the picture for that. I'm gonna put it on published, and let's see. Is there still something that we're missing right now? Sapiens, major organizations, gender ideals. It's all not important to them. They have zero culture. I gotta turn that message off though. Let's see. Okay. Now, let's see what we have here. Okay, that looks all pretty good. And what is our next step? Oh boy. Yeah. I still need a picture for them, and I'm going to use the same picture as I had with the other one. Open advanced tools. Section design. Goblins. Yeah, there we go. And now it should all look pretty good. Boom. There we are, the goblinoids. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this. Well, is there anything else that I still want to check out for now? No, goblins are a sexless society, and that's about it. Yeah. Well, then goblinoids are done. Do I still want to do anything else right now? No, I think that this is enough for now, and I will see you guys whenever I do the next one. I have no clue. This has no organization yet whatsoever. This is mostly all on impulse, and I will see you when I do the next one. Hope to see you then, and I will try to get some rhythm in it. But I'm me, so that is a thing that does not really exist. Ooh, yeah, I will still correct some things, but that will be later. Thanks for watching. Me, I think, or Elvin Shoes. That was pretty cool to have somebody actually look at it. In any case, till next time.